next part is list view. So let's talk about open the new application. Um, okay, fine. Just click new and list view, simple list view. So here, first of all, I will just change the layout from this to relative, and after that, I will change. I will add the one list view control, match parent, wrap content, and I want to add a list of cities name. So here I'm just writing cities name list view. Good. One thing more. So now you can just see here we have one list view, and I need, let's say, the one some line between the list items. So to do that, go to the XML and write divider and just give off some color. I'm just writing here triple F. And Android divider height 1 dp, but that's a white color which might be not visible. I will try to use another color, red color, which is much okay. So we have now the few lines. Lines is not available. Let me just check again. Just change it to 2 dp. Okay, now the lines are available. What we need next, so we need here the one array, string cities Kabul, Herat, Jalalabad, Laghman, and the one last city, which is, let's say, Paktia. Now list view, just press here alt enter and import the class. uh, cities list view, find view by id art.id.cities list view. Now if you want to link this cities array with the list view, you cannot link directly. In between, you need the one thing that is called array adapter. So what is array adapter? So let's go back to the here. Basically, adapter is in between, and between the array and between the list view. It's the one uh, component which will link your data with your control. So basically here we have more than one, you can just see here we have more than one names are available, which is array. So that's why we will declare here the one array adapter. Array adapter is a class which is used to connecting data, which will connect your data with your list view. So that's basically uh, in between the array and between the list view you need the something which is basically array adapter. Okay, so we have one thing more which is called simple underscore list underscore item and underscore one. What is this? This is one basically a built-in layout. This is the one predefined layout, huh? Which is consisting of the single text view component and the layout which is consisting of just a simple text view control. Sometimes you need to display your complex data, just like you can just see here. This is the complex data. Complex data mean that your data is not the same type. It has a different type of data, just like we have the product name, which is a string, and we have the picture, which is images. So if you want to display such kind of data, then you cannot use the built-in layout. But if you have the data types are same, just like the one in our case, we have just a city names, so we can use the built-in adapter. to much explain the built-in adapter, I will just tell you something here. It's one of the predefined activity, just like your activity. You have, let's say, let's consider you have the one predefined activity, and that activity, uh, this activity is called simple underscore list underscore item underscore one. That's the one predefined. This activity is just consisting of the one text view control, and it is built-inly available. It is the built-inly available, and that is basically the one text view control. So for example, if you want to display your list of cities name, for example, you have the array that consisting of cities and name. This is my array, Kabul, Herat, and so on, Paktia, and similarly any other names. So for example, we have the city, and this is the city array. Now if you want to display this city array within your own list view control, now this is your own activity, and on this activity, let's say we have the one list view control. So this is, let's say we have the one list view control. So what will happen basically, in between we need one thing. First of all, you need to pass your data to array adapter. So we will pass this data, we will pass this data to first of all to array adapter, and then through the array adapter will display the first name, Kabul inside the built-in activity, and inside the built-in layout, which is simple underscore list underscore item underscore one. It will on display on the text view, and then through this text view we will display our first item here, Kabul. So this way, then the second Herat, and then we will display the Herat, and then Paktia, then we will display the Paktia. So in between we need the one thing which is called array adapter. So let's come back and declare the one array adapter. So I'm going to declare here array adapter, my adapter equal to new array adapter. Which type of array adapter? String type of, because the data type is a string. Get application context, which is the input parameter I want to display, which means that I want to display this data within this application. Then the second parameter is basically your layout. So I need to write down, to access the built-in layout, I'm just writing here android dot r dot layout dot simple underscore list underscore item underscore. With this is basically the one built-in layout. And now, which data do you want to display within this list? So I want to display basically the city's name, which is here. So I'm just writing here, okay, cities. Now this is what we have designed our adapter. So it will get the first name, and then we'll display here, then second, then third, and then finally we will assign the adapter to our list view. I'm just writing here city list view dot set adapter, and what is the adapter name, which is my adapter. Now I want that when someone click on the cities list view on particular item, it will display in the message box. So to do that, I need to write down on the click item event, on set on item click listener, set on item click listener, not a set on click listener, because when someone click on the item, then it should perform its action. Equal to new, and then here you have to press capital A, and then the click event will come automatically, because that's a adapter event. So just press here. Now what you want to do, toast dot make text get application context, okay, what text do you want to display? Cities. mm, you can just see it has the input parameter position. Sometime it is I or X or Y, but in my computer it is position. So I'm just writing here position mean, which is the item which we have just clicked. Okay, now furthermore I'm just writing here toast dot display for the long time, and dot show. Okay, now it's giving the one error on the cities. Basically it's not error if you want to access something in another click event. So within the event of another event, then you have to make your array final. So then now this is the final array. So just click on the play button. So you can just see we have a list of cities name. Clicking on the Jalalabad and then Herat, but you can just see we have displayed for the long time. I suggest you should use the short time. Logman is taking time because this is it's displaying every item for 3.5 seconds. This is the one way. Now this is program number 1.6. Now in the 1.6 I have used a little bit different ways, but let me now convert the same program with the resource string array. So this is the one way. Now you can just see here we have just passed the static array values to our list view control Now let's say if I am now how many activity do we have? We have only one activity. Sometimes let's say we have the 10 activity, and for now if I need this array in all the 10 activities, so what I just need to do, I need to redeclare the same array in 10 different places, which is the repetition of the code. So or secondly, for example, let's say I have declared in the 10 different activity and then I want to add the one more city name. So just like I'm just adding here one more city name, uh, Logar, Logar. Now, for example, we have the same cities we have declared in the 10 different more activity. In that case, I have to change all the rest of the 9 array in all the 10 activities. Or if I want to remove any one of the city name, in that case, I need to remove from all the 10 different activity, which is the bit difficult part. So I suggest instead of declaring your array locally, you should declare your array global. To declare the array global, you need to click on the values and then in the string, you have to just add here a string array. Give a one name, cities array or cities resource array. So this is the name. Now what are the different items do you want to add? So just I want to add first carbon. Now this is what we have, the carbon. Let's copy couple of them. Carbon, Jalalabad, Herat, Pakman. I don't know whether it's a city or not, but anyhow, Logar and War War Wardak. Wardak is it city name or Lakman? Huh? Now we have the few city names. So what I will just do, I will just make this portion comments. I will redeclare my array, which is final string cities, but I'm not going to initialize it. Initialization, what I just want here, I should get the values from these array. What is the name of this array? String resource array. So copy this one, and I'm just writing here resources alt enter my resource equal to get resources. So it will get all the resources component. Now what you need from this, res dot get string array. Get string array. What is the name? So the name, here we have the name. So now what it will just do, not this way, r, here you have to write down r dot array dot cities array name. So this way basically it will get the values of a string resource array, this one, and will initialize your cities array. The rest of the part of the code will exactly remain same. We don't need to change anything. Stop and then replay again. And you can just see we have the same names again. Got it? So this way you can just get the array name from the resource string array. It has the advantages. Now if I'm going to change anything here, it will change on only in this activity. But let's say if you have used this array in 10 different activities and you are adding the province name or you're deleting the province name, it will delete from everywhere with the just single in the single removing place. It will remove from all the different places.